Hello, everyone. This is, I guess, after the celebration video. Congrats, Flair and team, on the 2 years of DPEC.
Yeah, thank you. It's been really fun to just do all the Deepak stuffs and also doing partner stuff with SCDC, sorry, CDA, during like these 2 years. We did a quick tour like a year back, I think, and we have done some pretty cool stuff as well earlier.
Yeah, I've very much enjoyed playing Little Cup VGC. It was a very unique and fresh metagame, and as you alluded to earlier, very honored to announce a partnered event between
Yeah,
SCDA and DPEC. This was a month-long project that we kind of started. I don't know what day we started. I'll have to check, but
in January,
yeah, someday
someday.
last month. But either way, yeah, I we brought this idea and to life essentially, and very
Yeah,
excited to
with
share it.
the Silco Daycare Center,
Yeah, so
which is
yep.
a new Discord server.
Yeah, so we are making a new joint server for kind of events, if you will, between the two, as mostly a common ground, so that like one server's not favored over the other. Like we've seen that happen plenty of times.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
we thought this would be the best way to go about this to create something truly spectacular. Like you've seen all the partner events that have they just don't feel real special. Like you can do whatever they're doing elsewhere and it like feels the same.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hmm.
So we have something quite special
Yeah,
coming up.
very very special. This is it may look similar to a few of you, but I assure you, you've never played a draft format like this. Nobody in the
Yeah,
world.
yeah. I don't think it's ever been done before. Should
Uh,
we
yeah,
should we
let's.
go on and explain it?
We might as well if you want to go ahead and introduce to the SCDC first draft format.
Yeah. So we are doing something quite interesting. Um, SKDA did a format called Lurball a season back, I believe, which is a team unified draft format where players join together in teams of three and they play all season together. Uh, you three players on that team draft a team of 10 Pokemon, and then you compete in three different formats each week. These formats being Series 1 VGC, LC VGC, and LC singles. So it's a very like um, big pool of different kind of formats, which should make the drafting process super interesting.
Yeah, and I'd imagine everybody watching this has their hand scratching their heads as the people who know Lurball at least are probably very confused as to how Series 1 VGC gives you Little Cup and, well, Little Cup, I guess, in this case. But
Yeah,
yeah, we're
it's very
taking the idea of Lurball to a whole new level, inspired
yeah.
by Little Cup, and we came up with a very elegant way to combine, uh, well, regular VGC as well as the Little Cup formats. And it's
Yep.
definitely not something you've seen before, as we have a very nice graphic just describing everything right here.
So, do you want to go ahead and explain it?
Sure, so your tier list will not look like a normal tier list for the. Well, it will until you see one difference. There will be a
Yep.
Mon and then the little cup form of that Mon next to it. So, for example, Grimmsnarl and Impidimp. So the idea is if you pick Grimmsnarl, your little cup teams get access to Impidimp.
Yeah.
Similar
So,
logic, Morgrim gives you Impidimp as well.
yeah, this will of course result in two different impedimps in the little cup formats, which is very funny. I also noticed when like setting up stuff with a spreadsheet earlier that there will be like 8 different EVs running around, which is hilarious. Um,
Yeah, Setsu and I noticed that too when we were cheering.
Yeah.
That was really funny. And then Flair, what's this bottom image here? I see a
Yeah,
Dondozo.
so yeah. Like Dondoso doesn't have a pre-evolution. That's a problem, right? Yeah, so does that mean we can use Dondoso in little? Nah, that sounds stupid. So we actually added, it's kind of a drawback to these single stage Pokemon by making it so that they only grant a team member for the Series 1 VGC format. And in LC formats, it's not there.
Well, I was really excited for my Dondozo in Little Cup, but
Yeah, sorry, sorry.
shot that down.
The trade-off is that you can get, for example, Dondoso way cheap. So, like if S is the highest tier, where we would normally see Dondoso, we can see Dondoso in B tier, for example, which will make this dynamic of drafting super interesting, I think.
Yeah, and that's kind of what the beauty of this Team Unified is. You have some mons that are very good in one format, some mons that are pretty okay in all the formats, and then we have the superstars of all formats. We have the
Yeah,
broken mons in formats. Like, it's a very interesting tier list, and I think it just does something that other team events just don't do, which is
yeah,
kind of bring the team to think together. Like, because one of the things I saw in other team tours is you have your VGC section and your singles section of each team, and they kind of segregate each other inside the team. Like, the VGC people work on the VGC teams, the singles players work on the singles teams, whatever. Here, you have to build one team to play VGC and singles. And so
yeah,
the combination of both of those is, I think, what's going to make this even more of a personal team event. Like, you're picking your teams, so pick wisely.
yeah, for sure. Every pick is gonna matter a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it will be such an interesting dynamic, and I think so many interesting discussions will uh, be like done in both the team, but also the league as a whole.
Oh yeah, this will
Really looking
be
forward.
so. The best time to do something or like this format is when nobody knows what's going on, before like
Yeah,
people start seeing strategies evolve of how to draft. I have no clue how to like even go about drafting in
yeah,
this format. Like, do you
yeah.
go
Same.
after just a powerhouse in each format? Do you go after an all star in a single format like Dondozo, or do we just pick pick stuff and hope for the best? Like,
Yeah, that's my method.
very
Um,
difficult draft for sure. And it's got a
yeah,
funky tier list, which I can very easily tease people because Haunter and Dondozo are in the same tier.
yeah, and it's very cheap. Like
Yeah,
it's really cheap,
because
which is fun.
Ghastly is good in singles and Little Cup VGC,
Yeah,
so it's up higher, and then so Haunter
wasn't
has
like
to suffer.
Hunter A tier or something, which is super funny.
Yeah, actually, I need to go through the tier list stuff again. Anyways,
Yeah, there's some fun stuff.
yeah,
Uh,
so you can make an extremely broken VGC team with this tier list, but your Little Cup
yeah,
teams will likely not win,
yeah,
which is another interesting dynamic. So, very, very cool. And yeah, I've been excited since day one when we started planning
yeah,
this.
same.
And with that, we
But I
can.
think that's like
Oh, go ahead.
we have gone over the basic rules now, so that's cool.
Yeah, there
Um,
will be more descriptive rules in the server
yeah, the server.
as we just kind of go over here.
Um,
So, in the description, in fact, I'm going to impromptu type this server link in description. Oh, shit. No!
good job, Spades.
See, this isn't a Spades
Good job.
broadcast without me doing something dumb. And this is
Good
something
job.
dumb.
Good job.
Alright, very well. Uh-oh. Alright. Ignore my bad
Good job.
OBS skill for these next 30 seconds. Alright, perfect.
Yep. Good luck.
Yeah. Server link in the
Good job.
description. Join the server. We're posting the video first, so if you join early, you'll get something special. And
Yep.
as far as dates concerned, I think we are looking to start drafting middle to
Early
late
March, right?
March. I think
All right.
we'll
Yeah.
we'll have a
Like,
more concrete date here soon. But for the
yep.
moment, look forward to looking for some teams. We have
Yeah.
some servers or some channels in the server, well, a channel for Team Finder. If you're
Yep.
looking for a team, we're gonna have applications go live as well, but no rush at all because we're gonna be starting middle March, and you have plenty of time to find your teams and
For sure.
start thinking. So yeah, this is kind of
I think
a
that was
big
it.
step for both of us. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I'm super hyped for this event. I've been working very hard on the sheet so far. I'm just
Hmm.
really
Yeah,
liking
the
it so
sheet
far.
is also a thing of beauty with how it's laid out. Like you see the mon, the big form, and then the little cup form kind of right next to it. So
Yeah.
like you don't have there's no question as to what mon gets a little cup form or not, and what that little
Yeah.
cup form is. Like you don't have to look it up. Like
Yeah.
what is Beartick's pre-evolution? You don't have to look that up, even though most
Yep.
of you should know that.
Yeah.
Uh, well, I think that's enough talking.
Anyways.
I think it's time to look through the self scope and find some teams.
Yeah. Sounds good.
So yeah, without further ado, join the server below, and yeah, see you all soon.
See you later. Yeah. Bye bye.